Blighty Boxing with Frank Warren and Queensbury here in Southampton with new professional Blu Bowers. Now Blu, how are you first of all?
Yeah, good, thanks yourself.
Yep, all good. Now you've just turned 18,
Yep.
Set to turn professional.
Yep.
You got your meeting up at the board, the southern area, next week.
Yeah, so yeah.
And then all systems go?
Yeah.
Now tell me, you've been in to see Frank as well?
Yeah.
How was that?
Yeah, good.
What did he say?
So hopefully get me out soon as it's all done, April time hopefully. Get the ball rolling then.
What's it like as a young fighter like you walk into that office and you see all those wall full of all collage of fight posters and...
It's good, it's overwhelming at the same time really though, isn't it? You see all that, you wanna, well that's what I wanna do, something like that, be up there. So hopefully, one day.
So what they said to you, sort of March, April times?
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. Get all this out of the way, all done.
So when we met up, it was a while ago now, when you was over in Petersfield, basically what you said you hoped would happen has now happened, so you've made things come true. You must be pretty chuffed with that.
Yeah, definitely. I went back to the amateur game though, and I just didn't want the same. I just wanted to turn over. Where I had so long off, and I was training my way in the other pros, I just had a pro mindset in the end and just couldn't wait for it. So I think I had 4 months or something until I turned over, well, 18, and just trained my way in for the 4 months. It's just built me to be a better fighter already, really.
Wasn't there the thinking that you might go and do the Europeans in
if I'd
October
got
or something?
selected on that, but none of it really interests me no more. I just couldn't wait to turn over and...
So you didn't think of having a final little swan song?
No.
To say goodbye?
No.
So what was the final score in the amateurs then in terms of fights?
What, the last fight I had?
No, what was your total in the end of fights?
I think I had 37. I think I won 33 or 34, something like that.
Okay.
So I didn't do too bad, I suppose.
And what did you win out of all that?
I won 6 national titles. Got to the quarterfinals of the Europeans. I thought I won, but it's against an old Russian. Went their way.
So you got a lot of success in 37 fights, didn't you?
Yeah, I didn't really have many fights. I fought from the age of 10 till about 17 and didn't really fight loads of them. I was quite light. It was
just wasn't the work there.
No, not really.
But still, you got to be happy with what you did, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely.
And so there was no temptation to have 1 year as a senior to fight the grown-ups.
No, none of that. I just thought if I'm going to fight fight the best in the country in the amateur game and not get paid for it, or go fight in the pro game and some money out of it.
And get some experience.
Yeah, there's better experience in it as well, isn't there?
Well, you can have a good long run at it, haven't you? So
definitely. When
you start 18, you are given those fights to get the experience and all that. No one's going to be thinking about chucking you in the deep end, are they? So, you're going to be 20, 21 before you start really sort of putting yourself at risk. Thinking back, tell me about your family connections, because we're talking about how you get into boxing and this, that and the other. We ask people, but you've got a successful fighter in the family, haven't you? Tell us about him.
Oh yeah, my uncle Mark Bowers. He was a great fighter when he was younger. He had many knockouts. People know him as a ferocious fighter. They'll tell you himself when he got to say his name. He was a great fighter. And
what influence did he have on you, sort of in terms of?
Yeah, big one. Him, my dad, and my other uncle. All three of them were fighters, and just watching what they done, sort of want to carry it on, didn't you, I suppose?
So is it right, Mark was part of the Terry Lawless stable?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
And so he would have fought under sort of Mickey Duff shows and all that?
Yeah. I think he went 18-0 and lost his last one and cut off, something like that, but...
So why did he leave it, why did he give it up in the end?
I think his hips, where he was running from such a young age, and the shoes were just no good. In the end, his hip wore out. He had the hip operation and just couldn't go back after that.
So he never really got to fulfil his...
No.
Probably what he could have done.
Yeah. Just about to fight for a title and then his hip went, so that was him.
So what's he said to you about the program and turning over?
Just got to stick to it, he said. Just got to train hard, fight easy, as they say.
But things will be very different what you're doing now to the things he was doing above the... he would have been above the Royal Oak in Canning Town, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
And you're down there in a swish purpose-built gym in Southampton.
Yeah, that's it.
It shows you how times have changed, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Flyweights. I always been waffling on a few minutes ago about how you're going to have all these fights to get experience and this, that and the other. But there ain't that many fights there, is there?
No, not really, not at all.
If you look in Britain, I mean, there's sort of there's, what's it, 15 of you or something?
Something like that. There's at least, isn't there? Not even that, I suppose, is there?
No. I mean, if you look at people like Sonny Edwards, he's had to bounce up and down flyweight, super flyweight, even probably bantamweight just to get the business.
Yeah.
Is that something that you think you'll be able to do quite comfortably?
Yeah, easy, I reckon. I've always been up and down with weights if I've had to, so should be alright with it.
Do you think it was like, I mean, you'd want to, I suppose, if you get people in from overseas and that, you don't know what weight they're going to come in at, do you?
No, not at all. So,
but like, I think the point is, but maybe you won't be given that sort of all that time because sooner or later you run out of people to fight, don't you?
Yeah. But
tell us about yourself as a fighter.
I love to stand there with a bit of a fight. But like I said it before in the other interview, I can adapt. If I've got a fight on the back foot, I can.
But you choose to have a fight.
Yeah, I've got quite a bit of power, I suppose, so I can come forward.
Get any stoppages in the amateurs?
I only had one. I had one, but in the amateurs, I was sort of like a back foot fighter, just move around. But it's a completely different ball game now, isn't it, I suppose? A bit older.
Of course, I mean, you were working out of Pinewood, weren't you?
Yeah.
I mean, what are they putting in the tea down there? Because there seems to be quite a few sort of really good young amateur stars coming out of that place.
Yeah.
What do you think the magic formula is?
Hard sparring. I still have had 37 fights and really I've had 300 fights with the sparring you've had down there. You can guarantee you're coming out of a black eye or something. You won't get no harder sparring, the training, the sparring.
There's no messing around, old school.
Yeah. The coaches are top class as well, so they know what they're on about. They've all done it, so
So out of there at the moment, kicking around, you've got yourself, Royston, Barney Smith, Charles Frankham.
Yeah.
I suppose Josh, was he there?
Yeah.
Josh Frankham. Who else is around from that gym?
What, that's pro or just?
Yeah, that's pro, all ready to come. Who's going to be the next ones?
Lloyd Farrington.
Yeah.
Talking about younger ones as well, or just?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean,
just
who do you think sort of on the cusp of? I mean, do you think there's a production line there that's going to go on forever?
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of good fighters coming through at Pinewood.
Who's the most famous boxer ever to come out of Pinewood? That's been the most successful?
I don't really know, to be honest.
Who have they got up on the wall?
To be honest, I couldn't tell you. But I know now they've got a lot of boys coming through.
They certainly have, haven't they? Sort of. But you didn't find it any wrench to leave, you just wanted to?
No. It was like, I'm in an hour, I'm over to stay or not, but once you've got your mind set on something, you just want to get it done with, don't you?
And once you've made that decision, are they all quite supportive and
yeah,
sort of,
yeah.
They don't make it difficult for you, they're quite happy for you to go on and represent the club in the pro ranks?
Yeah, definitely.
Good man, Blue. Well, hopefully we'll have some news on your debut very soon.
Yeah, definitely.
But everything's in place, you're working hard, I've seen that. And wish you every luck and success, mate.
Yeah, cheers for that, thank you.
Pal.